Hello there. So, yeah, today is election day. So, who wins the office, presidency, this might literally change the fate of the world, right? And this is something that honestly, it seems a little crazy, a little absurd to say, at least a little crazy. It's just like trying to comprehend how bad our system must be for us to have these candidates, and and how, like, I can't even fathom how bad it would be under Trump, right? If he starts implementing his policies, if he starts implementing, Project 2025 and Agenda 47, even though he claims not to have knowledge or association with them, but, he clearly does. I mean, the dude's cabinet, and family, right? Like, these are some people that many of them, like the majority of the people who wrote, these things, participated in them or whatever, they are related to Trump, either by blood or by cabinet that he had during 2016 to 2020. Not all, but a very large portion. So, but I know this, regardless of who wins, we'll be all right. Me and my family will figure something out, but it's just the question of, it's not the question of, will we live? Because I think we probably will. But the question is, does business go on as usual, or is this country gonna fucking die? And these are two vastly different alternatives. Now, I don't know, maybe it's a little extreme, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's perfectly right. As crazy as it is, and as absurd as it seems on my tongue, like I said already, if not a few times, that could literally be the case, or something like that. I don't know exactly, specifically what it would be, but definitely very bad outcome. And so I know that later today, when I go home, well, I'll actually be going home, but I think my dad will be picking me up after work. That ends at like 4 or so. Then he'll bring me over there to vote in Berea, or not Berea, to vote at home, right? Because I wasn't registered to vote here, so I'll do it there. But, and again, I don't know how much my one vote counts. It's just one, but still, it's the least I can do, is take that and, vote for Harris. I don't love all her things. I don't like, her particular view on the whole Gaza war, right? I don't agree with that, right? And if she does become president, we're gonna have some problems we still need to address with her nonetheless, right? Certain things we're gonna have to say, no, we don't actually want you doing that, or you're not doing enough, right? But regardless, at least that's a better alternative. Things only just get slightly better with some things than, or I guess in this case slightly worse, over, I don't even know how bad this other outcome would be. So, I'm repeating myself a lot. I think I've probably nailed the point in the coffin, probably did, enough times by now. So, I mean, let's see, what else? And I'll probably get back to the politics thing because, you know, that's really just a big thing on pretty much everyone's mind right now. I feel like. So, yeah, so yesterday I started my third Minecraft video. I know already, and it was actually like really good. Like, I was really lucky with this seed. Like, I found a village. I found a bunch of ruined portals and shipwrecks. Right. I didn't even have to do really that much mining at all. Like, there was a little bit, but it wasn't really that long. It was only for like, I don't know, maybe like a minute or so, maybe a minute or two, maybe 3, I don't know. But again, not very long. Some great stuff. I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, it's a great seed. Well, I guess I did kind of spoil it somewhat. Oh well. I mean, all I have left to do is just, like, I have all the resources. I just need to, you know, find the stronghold, you know, then kill the dragon, and that'll be that speedrun done too, which is, or 3, I guess, which is a little crazy, because like so the first seed that I did right, it took a while, but it wasn't like too bad. The second one, it definitely took, you know, much longer time. In real time, it was like, I don't know, like 6-7 hours, something like that. Whereas this one, right, we already pretty much have all the stuff we need to go to the end, and it was at about 2.5 hours. It's not like my fastest record, because I think my fastest speedrun time was, or at least on Java Edition, was like about 2.5 hours, something like that. So, you know, there's that. But nonetheless, I mean, I guess if I hadn't, yeah, there's a part where I had to go across this really long distance to get the rest of my stuff. Not because I died, but because I just had in a chest somewhere else. You know, if I didn't have that problem, I'd probably already, you know, be, you know, in the stronghold or the end or whatever. But nonetheless, again, still pretty quick. I mean, I know 2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes is, you know, definitely not like the world record or anything, but for me, that's pretty good. I'm not trying to do, like, you know, world record style. I mean, that would be cool, you know, and I think that would be an interesting challenge, but I won't lie, it does make me a little bit anxious. Not like terribly so, just a little bit. To kind of think about, you know, how, right, I was gonna do that, if I do. So I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like I might try that later on in the future. And I guess we'll just have to see. But yeah. So that's cool. So we got that, and you know, it was just a really good seed. I'll have to see for yourself whenever I finish that speed run, and then, you know, whip it up into a good video and then post that. But, I mean, today is a Tuesday. Since today is also voting day, I don't have I don't have my first class until like 11:30, which is like crazy. But to be fair, I do have an appointment for something at 9, so that kind of is from 9 to 10, so that kind of does unfortunately take away a little bit more time, but you know, not too bad. I mean, I also haven't been to the particular you know, appointment office in a while now, so it'd be good to, you know, be good to get there again. But nonetheless, right, that's only 1 hour. You know, like breakfast here, then I'll go back to my dorm. You know, I'm still gonna have some time to do stuff. I'll probably work on psychology class homework, the rest of it this morning. So we'll see with the sociology stuff. I'm not sure on that, but we'll say, you know, we'll focus on the psych stuff. Maybe do sociology. Maybe we might save that for later. Yeah, and then hopefully, you know, continue the video, continue the speed run. So, anyways, I will see you later. Maybe it might be after I voted or not. I don't know. We'll see.